Okay, welcome. This is my first one of these, and it is for yearly review for WCW in the month of 2001 on the game Extreme Warfare Revenge. So overall, how has the year gone? Well, it's a successful year because we're still in business. We've been making a profit every single month since I've come in. The global image has been up and down a bit. So let's talk to the owner, Ted Turner. We're currently at global level, 55% image. Okay, last month was disappointing as we lost public image. We're financially solid. Last month was disappointing as we lost money. I don't think we did, but anyway. But he thinks overall I'm doing, an average job. Is that it? Just average? Okay. Thought I was doing a bit better than that, to be honest. But there we go. So for 2002, what's going to be different? Well, I'm going to review some of these guys who were unhappy. They're very important currently to the company, so I don't want to let them go just yet. We've changed. We've brought some of the guys back from the development territory, like Randy Orton, Shark Boy, Chris Sabin, the Altar Boys. See how they do. The likes of the Rob Van Dam, they're still unavailable, unfortunately. And we've changed a few of the pay-per-view event names. So Big Bang made its debut last year, and it was a big letdown. It was the worst rating of the whole year, so I don't want to keep that one. I'll show you, because I want to keep the tradition as well. So we've actually got Genesis, because it's the beginning of the year, and I think it'd be a pretty cool pay-per-view name. I wasn't that keen on the name Sin, really, so that's taken that place. Super Bowl Revenge, I like that name, and it's got a lot of history. Civil War has replaced Greed, I like that name. Spring Stampede, Slamboree, Great American Bash, Bash of the Beach, Fall Brawl, Halloween Havoc, Mayhem Starcade, they all remain the same, but instead of Big Bang, we've got Hard Rock Summer. So, pretty excited to introduce them. Television shows, we started last year with 3 TV shows, and we're going into 2002 with 3 TV shows, but Saturday Night and Thunder were dropped by the networks, but luckily we've got 2 TV shows back under the names of Uprising on a Wednesday and Showdown on a Saturday. Excuse me. So, we've yet to debut for Uprising TV show. So we'll have a look at the roster. So compared to this time last year, our main eventer, we've got more workers. Our main eventers are a bit sparse. We went into last year, we actually had 6 main eventers, but the problem here is that we've got 6 here, but 2 of them are injured long term, Booker T and Dustin Rhodes, and that was really a big blow last year. Because they were 2 of the biggest names, most over stars in the whole company. Kurt Hennig has only just been promoted to main event, and he'll be absolutely vital in the world title scene in the coming months. Because Jarrett, Hogan and Steiner, things need to be freshened up. They have all feuded with each other in the past year, so Kurt Hennig, expect to see the title belt around his waist at some point. Okay. So, upper mid-carders, it'd be good to get some of these guys back up to main event. The problem is, well, it's not a problem, but most of them, as you can tell, are cruiserweights. And, you know, if they're very over with the fans, there's nothing wrong with putting them in main event, but we want it to be believable as well. We want a good, proper build-up. Goldberg, I can't see him getting his heat back. He's dropped quite a bit. Same with Kevin Nash, he's dropped quite a bit. Lance Storm, I had high hopes for him, but he's doesn't seem to have been able to make that push to main event yet, and he's not a happy chap at the moment. We've got a lot of mid-carders here to play with that I'll be looking to get higher up. on the card. We've got a lot of lower mid-carders here as well to fill in the gaps, and a few openers that have been brought back from the development territory, and no jobbers. Our managers, all the women, they have been wrestling, and I think overall it's been a good experiment having a women's world title, but it's yet to gain momentum really. The matches aren't great, but you know, it has helped them to get more over with the fans. There's our non-wrestlers there. So what else are we going to look at? Let's have a look. So at the beginning of 2002, the market is at a very low point. We've got 89 workers on the roster. I think we had about 77, something like that, at the start of last year. Our contract for Nitro is coming to an end. They don't want to renew it because the ratings haven't been great. So it's just as well I've got the Uprising show to debut. Anything else? Event history. Let's have a look at our best event of last year. And it was Fall Brawl. It was actually Fall Brawl and Mayhem for pay-per-views. So that was... yeah, they were good shows. Sort of, you know, a lot of our essential workers in those matches there. Our worst one was 8th of November, funnily enough, 62%. And it was for Thunder, and it was a really bad show. No thanks, well, all thanks to Kevin Nash Hulk Hogan main event, which was atrocious, and the Rick Steiner Van Hammer opener. You never really see much of the overness of these guys, so I'm going to show you Air Paris 83 and AJ Styles 87. These guys were in the 40s when I came in to the company at the start of last year. Alex Wright 66, he's been the same all year. The Altar Boys 63 for Luke, which is high considering he's not debuted yet, and Matthew is well below, but I'm hoping he'll catch up with his brother because I want them to be a tag team in for cruiserweight division. Bam Bam 71, Big Vito 69, Kidman 60, Booker T 98. He's out for 8 further months, unfortunately. Brian Adams 56, Nobbs 54, Clark 65, Bagwell 69, currently in rehab. 84, 84, 71, 32 Sabin, 70 Palumbo. Let's go to the big guys. Look at that, the most over guy in the company at the moment, Kurt Hennig 100. He's got to be our next world champ. DDP went down to 64. Dustin Rhodes 98, but he's out for 13 months, so it's really not good. Goldberg's gone down to 83, as you can see. Hogan is 98. See, Jamie Noble's 90. Jeff Jarrett 96, who's feuding with Hulk Hogan. The only guy above those two is Kurt Hennig. Then you've got Kevin Nash has gone down to 70. I did try and demote him to mid-card, but he didn't want to. His creative control, which you can see, is the only guy with creative control. Lance Storm 85, he's gone up and down. His highest was 90 something about a month ago. Lash LaRoe 97. So he's actually above Jeff Jarrett. So Lash LaRoe, there's no reason why he shouldn't be promoted to main event. He could have a really big say this year. In fact, I probably will do that. Mike Awesome 77, I was hoping he would be a bit higher. He's in rehab at the moment. Scott Steiner 98, he's above as well. He's doing fantastic. Sid Vicious 73, we want to get him up. We want him back in main event. Sting down to 76. For Wall up to 72. And Yang to 83. So, yeah, it's been a successful year. And let's see what 2002 brings. But it looks like things are going to have to improve. And we need to get more guys in the main event, but we can't rush them. As last year, I tried to quickly with Lance Storm and Dustin Rhodes earlier on, and it didn't work out. So we need to do it carefully, but I'm enjoying the journey. So thanks for watching. See you again soon.